Hello everyone, this is Firas.
Hi, this is Clemens, and right now we would like to talk to you about cracking the code to dating an ENFP and identifying an ENFP in a social environment.
Yes. So I think the most distinct features of ENFPs in a more social environment is maybe the sparkling eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think like one thing I noticed about ENFPs, they can be anywhere and nowhere.
Yeah.
Because they are like chameleons, right?
Yes.
So they can blend into any crowd.
Yes.
And the more diverse a crowd is, the more they enjoy themselves because they can like drift between the different like social circles and groups. So so that's what they really like.
And they're most likely to be in a group of several people or two people, but rarely seen alone, right?
Yeah, exactly. They would flock to
From
whatever
what
group,
I've seen,
whatever group they feel comfortable with, right? Or they're like mostly like intuitives as well, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you have that.
So I think the features are maybe sparkling eyes, quite energetic, very talkative. Even though sometimes it's not really. So the club might be too loud, the music might be too loud, but still you might see them insisting on talking.
Yes, and like you did right now, like they tend to talk a lot with their hands.
Exactly.
And the sparkling eyes is interesting, like especially with girls, because like for girls they are just like think they're being positive and energetic, but like it comes across often as flirtatious to other guys. So often like ENFP girls would have the impression of just being positive, but guys would like think like kind of misinterpret their intentions.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to how to interact with an ENFP.
Yeah.
Almost how to gain her favor.
Yeah.
How to court her.
And
right?
I mean, of course, you would. Yeah, exactly. Then the first thing is to verify that, like by engaging them into like a big picture conversation, right? That
if
is
they're
like
interested, then that's an additional factor to take into consideration.
Exciting about like many possibilities, right? And like sparkle, like or like trigger their brain, right, and get that active and going. Yeah. And so once you have that, is like one thing that I found is like using big words. That's like a very actually like for example like on a date I went on and like with a girl that ended up being my girlfriend actually. I said like, hey, like this is how I started the conversation. We should go on a date together. And then of course she asked me like why, right? She kind of turned around and was like you know all excited and stuff like that. And I said because I think we would experience a great synchronicity together.
And her eyes sparkled even more.
Probably.
I was there.
Yeah. You were there? You were there, right. So, and then, like, the next thing was like, oh, okay, I like the way, I don't know about the date, but I like the word synchronicity. So it was the word synchronicity actually that got me the date, I think.
I think from what I've seen from the ENFP girls I've met also, which also can be concluded from what you just said, is that you kind of need to have two conversations going at the same time. One which is like a bit more fun oriented, and one which is a bit more intellectual, or if you want depth oriented. And if you go, you have to kind of keep the balance, because if you go too much fun, you can come off to the ENFP girl as shallow. And then if you go too much intellectual, you can come off as boring. So it's kind of a
and they love the switch as well between the two, right? And that's very true. And also like when it comes to texting, that is the same thing is true.
They also like from what I've seen to be challenged, but not as in an aggressive way, but more like a playful or a mischievously fun challenge. I think they really get turned on by that.
Can you give an example of that?
Well, I think from what I've seen, I can't give a concrete example right now, but I remember many moments where I went over the top with ENFP girls, and because I said in such a playful way, and you know, like of course with a smile, they kind of had an initial shock, but not in a bad way, more of in a like
and I think
excited way.
I think like ENFPs in general, they are very much into like role playing, you know, or like playing these games, like let's pretend as if like you know we are. You know, I'm the prince and you're the princess. I mean, that's like a very boring game. But like, I think like this whole role, like ENFPs naturally live in a role play, right? Like, or they make life a role play that is can permanently change into other role plays and stuff, right?
Definitely.
Cool. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's
all
it.
Right.
Pretty much.
Thank you.
Thank you.